Okay, so we are going to be opening up our automated boomer bin. I've already got the box opened, so we're going to go ahead and pull everything out, see what we got. So everything is well packed. Right here is they call it the Myco Mr. Mini, and this should be the humidifier that pumps the moisture into your Monotub. Very nice. Go ahead and get this all pulled out. And we're not going to open up each individual thing, but I just wanted to see how the Monotub came packed. All right, very cool. And I did get the option for the fruiting Monotub, which comes with oyster and lion's mane. All right, so here's our lion's mane fruiting. Should be ready to go. Very cool. And the reason I got this is because I wanted to be able to test out the Monotub immediately instead of having to spawn my own grain and get everything going from scratch. So pretty clever idea. Those are the blue oysters. Get those set aside. As you can see, there's the tub. This is the bin adapter, so I'm guessing this is probably what hooks the mister and possibly any fans. There's probably some instructions down here. And this is the Myco controller. So this is the actual humidity controller. Now, for $199, we'll see if it's worth it. To me, it is, because it is the complete kit. Previously, I'm not sure if there's a video on it, but I had a Martha tent where I bought I think it was like a terrarium or, some sort of mister from the pet store, AKA Amazon. Made my own setup, got a separate controller. It didn't have any fans in there, which wasn't a problem for us. And there's the Monotub. I'm gonna go ahead and pull all this out, see if there's anything missing, because I don't see anything that actually covers these holes. There's no plugs or anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of see where we're at with all that. Make sure there's nothing missing. All right, stay tuned. All right, we're gonna do the fan installation on this boomer bin, and it does come with a fan. It also comes with a filter and the screws necessary. The setup is already got the setup's already got pre-drilled holes for the screws. So you just need to figure out what your orientation is going to be for your fan. I'm going to go ahead and go with the North Spore, as it's readable. That's a good way for you to think about this. All right. Also, you want this label to be on the outside. So figure out your fan orientation, figure out how you want it. I'm going to go mounting mine. You can't see the hole very well. The hole is right here. But I'm going to make sure that the orientation of the fan is how I want it. Don't worry about how this is labeled, because this actually spins. All right. So on the back, you can have this facing upward, which would be, in my case, upside down. All right, so make sure the filter's on the back. It's going to be sandwiched between the top of your mono bin and the fan. Take one of your screws, go into the corner, make sure it goes through the filter, and go ahead and mount that. Now these are not locking. There's no washers, there's no lock washers. So if you wanted to put some Loctite or something on these screws, you could do that. Otherwise, you may want to check them periodically to make sure that they have not loosened up. All right, they are small Phillips, so just go ahead and tighten them down just enough that they kind of spin in your fingers. You don't want to over crank and crack the lid of your mono bin. All right, and that's all there is to it. This cable actually goes to the fan controller, which we'll probably set up next.